Yeah, let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans, what's the damn deal? Yo, man, you kicking it with KCMC. We back on the grind. Talking about the Pacers and Cleveland Cavaliers game that happened last night. Game 5, Eastern Conference Round 2. Pacers got them boys up out of there, man. Walked them boys to their car, which was very close because Cleveland was at home in Cleveland, Ohio at Rocket Arena, man. As you can see the final score behind me, 114-105. Pacers got Cleveland up out of there. Now, what does this say about Cleveland and what does this say about Indiana? First and foremost, Cleveland. Cleveland was dealing with injuries. Donovan Mitchell was dealing with injury. Darius Garland dealing with injuries. Some of the players weren't as consistent. We're looking to it right now. Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, 24 points. Max Strus had 0. Jared Allen only had 9 points. Donovan Mitchell put up 35. Darius Garland, only 11 in 33 minutes. So, yeah, that wasn't going to cut it. Evan Mobley showed up. Donovan Mitchell showed up. But really nothing from nobody. Darius Garland only 11 points is kind of crazy. And everybody else pretty much in single. They have 4 players in double digits, but everybody else in single digits. Max Strus with 26 minutes and no points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they just didn't show up. Cleveland Cavaliers, when it mattered the most at that. Now here's the thing. We talking about a 64, 68? What was that? Let me get the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers overall regular season record. 64-18. Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. End up getting bounced in the second round by the Indiana Pacers. By the way, a 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. 50 wins, 32 losses in the season. Does that really matter? Obviously not, because them boys went to work. Now, let me say what I got to say about the Indiana Pacers with that being. First of all, I do want to go back to Cleveland Cavaliers. I said this a long time ago. Cleveland Cavaliers, you can do good in the regular season. I don't trust that in the postseason. I didn't think they were going to go far, and getting bounced in the second round is definitely not getting far. So, Cleveland Cavaliers, with a coach of the year, by the way, and Kenny Atkinson, getting bounced in the second round. I think they should have gave that more thought as far as coach of the year. I think it should have been JB Bickerstaff. I am biased because I'm a Pistons fan, but whatever. With that being said, let's move on to the Pacers on that end. So with the Pacers, let me go to that final game. With the Pacers in that game, here's the thing. I am one of the players or one of the people. If I was an NBA player, I would have voted for Tyrese Halliburton to be an overrated player. That would have been my vote. I would have did that. With that being said, I ain't gonna say I don't like Tyrese Halliburton because I don't know him to not like him. But I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of his game or any of that. He averages like 18 points, 20 points, 19 points during the regular season. That's not impressive to me. Yeah, you can lead Indiana, but not no real team. Now tonight, or I should say last night, Tyrese Halliburton put up 31 points in 36 minutes. 31, 6, and 8 is what Tyrese Halliburton had. I give you that. He showed up when it mattered. I don't know what his average is in the playoffs right now, but he's showing up when it mattered. Then you got Pascal Siakam, 21 points. He was 21, 8, and 5. Aaron Naismith, 13, 13, and 2. That's a nice double-double. Miles Turner, 10, 7. And Andrew Nebhard, Pauls, 18, 3, and 6. Once again, all 5 of their starters look like scored in double digits. All 5 of their starters scored in double digits and had at least 33 minutes. Pascal Siakam playing 40 minutes, by the way. So, a lot of respect I got to give the Pacers. Because them boys out there balling. I always say, to me, the Pacers right now, 2025 Pacers, are like the early 2000s Spurs. Boring as hell to watch. but they got a great coach, and they playing great fundamental ball. So, I mean, like it or not, shout out to the Pacers. They move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Whether you like it or not, Tyrese Halliburton, you live another day. You live another day. We'll give them that, man. So, Pacers put out the Cavaliers in a gentleman's sweep in Cleveland. With that being said, what are your thoughts? Were Cleveland, did Cleveland meet expectations, beat expectations after what they did in the regular season? I'll say below expectations. I expected them to go to the Eastern Conference, and they didn't. It is what it is. Pacers, as of right now, kind of, I guess, exceeded my expectations. I always count the Pacers out. And I'm just being honest about it. No disrespect, but, yeah. So, Indiana Pacers, y'all get to the finals, you really surprised me. But who are they going to play in the finals? That's what we're going to talk about next, as a matter of fact, as far as their potential. So, oh, no. Let me not do that one right there, right now. All right, so other than that, we're going to go into, give me a second while I let this refresh my next screen. My next screen on this green screen behind me. Please excuse me, but we talking about the NBA playoffs overall as of right now, the standings, what things are looking like. So far, the Indiana Pacers are the only team, or at least the first team, to advance to the conference finals so far through round 2. So there's that. Let me scroll up on here, give you some more information. But there are some other teams that are looking to end their series tonight as well. And we'll put that out there, and just in case my green screen is loading pretty slow, which it looks like it is. So as far as the NBA standings right now and the games that we are expecting at least for tonight being Wednesday, May 14th. There we go. We got some of the games popping up right now. So we got the Knicks and the Celtics. Knicks and the Celtics tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, we got to get into that Nuggets and Thunder game too. And then we got the Warriors and Timberwolves playing tonight as well. Can't wait for both of these games. Will the Timberwolves get Golden State up out of here? Anthony Edwards versus Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry didn't necessarily play in this series for real. I think he only played game 1, if that. But nonetheless, it's still Steph Curry's team. Injuries are part of the game, and that means Anthony Edwards then got Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Steph Curry all up out of there just to get to the Western Conference Finals. That'd be interesting. Well, Kevin Durant was last season. But anyway, with that being said, Knicks Celtics. Will the Knicks get the Celtics up out of here in Boston tonight? Will it happen? Gentlemen sweep. Celtics are without Jason Tatum, who we are getting the news. He just had surgery on a ruptured Achilles, by the way. We wishing him a speedy recovery. Very unfortunate. You already know, even as a casual fan, somebody who's just watching from the stands, of a sports fan, by the way. When you watch, you may not know anything about injuries, but when you watch a player get injured like that, and you see the pain that they're in, and how they bang on the floor and hold the part of their body that's injured, you can almost tell that either they know or you can tell just like this is probably a big deal. And that's what it looked like for Jason Tatum, man. So it looked like he's going to be missing some time, even more than the off-season time. So it's unfortunate, man. We are wishing Jason Tatum a speedy recovery. I do want to say this just because I want to be honest, and I didn't get an opportunity to say this on the record. I wanted the Knicks to get the Celtics up out of here. And I'm going to say that because I'm so tired of the Celtics playing a long ball. Pause. I'm so tired of the Celtics shooting up these threes. First 2 games of this series in round 2, Celtics versus Knicks. First 2 games, Celtics shot 25%. Literally, 25 threes made out of 103 three-point shot attempts. And then eventually it got a little bit better in game 3, and then it's not consistent. And it's making the game look bad. So I want the Celtics to get the heck up out of here. Reevaluate your entire game. A lot of people talking about Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla. Let me speak on this again, bro. Please. Just like Golden State, I believe Joe Mazzulla inherited this team from Ime Udoka, who's showing to be a really good coach in Houston, by the way, with the Rockets. He was a potential Coach of the Year candidate. Ime Udoka was for the Houston Rockets. So Ime Udoka put in that work with Jason Tatum. Now, a lot of people argue and say it was, what's the white guy's name? He's in the front office right now. I forgot the dang on guy's name. Give me a second. Now I gotta look it up. Celtics. Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens. A lot of people attributed to Brad Stevens for actually coaching them. Coaching the current Boston Celtics staff and then or roster and then getting them out. He actually been involved in key roster moves, trading for Al Horford, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Kristaps Porzingis, and Drew Holiday. And that's as a GM. So Brad Stevens seemed to be the great mind behind this franchise right now. But with that being said, Joe Mazzulla ain't no real good coach. He got handed a championship team right after Ime Udoka had to leave, where they fired him for having a lot of, bumping and grinding at the work job. So Ime Udoka is the real coach of the year, is what I really want to say. So Joe Mazzulla, the fact that he was letting players shoot up those threes for so long, bro, is embarrassing. Let's be real. So with that being said, Celtics, it's time for y'all to rest this season. Get your whole thing together. I need them to reevaluate their coach, their players, and all that. The Celtics. So let me know what you think. I think the Knicks going to go ahead and get the Celtics up out of here in TD Garden in Boston tonight, 7 p.m. Going back, Nuggets versus Thunder, by the way. Nuggets versus Thunder, I do want to talk about that. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch that game. I did watch some of the Pacers versus Cavaliers, but Nuggets versus Thunder. Thunder end up getting the lead in the series, 3-2, by going ahead and beating the Nuggets last night. Now, from what I've seen, the Nuggets had the lead pretty much all game. Ending the first quarter, Nuggets had the lead, 28-27. And in the second quarter, pretty much same thing. The Nuggets outscored the Thunder in the second quarter the exact same amount, 28 points to 27. So Denver Nuggets had 56? Thunder had 54 at half. 56-54 at half. Either way it go, Nuggets had the lead from the first quarter all the way through the end of the second half, it looks like. Then you get into the third quarter. Nuggets once again outscored the Thunder in the third quarter, 30 points to 24 points. Now we're looking at 86 to 78, something like that. Either way it go, Nuggets still had the lead through 3 quarters. Then you get in the fourth quarter. Nuggets only scored 19 points, and the Thunder scored 34 points in the fourth quarter. So the Thunder closed it out. Now you see, the Nuggets had a close lead ending the first quarter, ending the second quarter, and even ending the third quarter. They had a lead by 6 points. Not a lead by 6 points per se, but they outscored the Thunder by 6 points in the third quarter and only outscored them by 1 point in the first and second quarter, which means they only had a lead of 8 points total possibly going into the fourth quarter. With that being said, bruh, y'all were outscored by 15 points? To end up losing by 7. You see that 8-point, 7-point, 15-point swing that I'm talking about? It's very unfortunate for the Nuggets. Let me just break it down, man. Nuggets. Aaron Gordon, 13 points, 5 and 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 37 minutes. 13 points from Aaron Gordon. We need more Aaron Gordon. We need just a little bit more, fam. Michael Porter Jr. Oh, is this nigga sick? Michael Porter Jr., 29 minutes. Let's start there. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Nigga got a triple single, fam. barely that. It's niggas on the bench that scored more than him. Michael Porter Jr. is a starter. He's a forward for the Denver Nuggets, ladies and gentlemen. And he scored 2 points as a professional in 29 minutes. 29 minutes. That's a whole episode of Squid Games. That's a whole episode of Seinfeld or Simpsons, Family Guy, whatever, Bob's Burgers. In a whole episode of Bob's Burgers, nigga put up 2 points. In a series where y'all really need this, bro. So that's very unfortunate getting that from Michael Porter Jr. That I see is the problem. Michael Porter Jr., you at least give us 10 points. Give us double digits. You make this game that much more close. We possibly win. Michael Porter Jr., definitely the problem here. Nikola Jokic doing what Nikola Jokic does. 44 minutes, 44 points. 15 rebounds. 5 assists. Nikola Jokic, Mr. Consistent. Christian Brown, 43 minutes. Only 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he was starting. He was starting. I was going to say, if you coming off the bench, that's okay. If you're going to start, I'm expecting all my starters to get double digits, fam. Specifically in the playoffs. I'm expecting all my starters to at least get double digits in the playoffs, fam. If so, why are we not doing that? Is it because Nikola Jokic has the ball too much? Is it possible that Nikola Jokic has the ball too much? He's scoring 44 points. I don't know. I don't want to put all the blame on him, but that does stand out. Jamal Murray kind of did his thing. 42 minutes, 28 points. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, could have been more rebounds and assists, but nowadays, a lot of people only care about the points. All right, cool. Think it should be an all-around game. I need you to give me close to a double-double, if not a double-double in these playoffs for most of my starters. Need y'all to set the example for the bench. With that being said, so the Thunder, though. Thunder did their thing. Jalen Williams, J-Dub, 18, 9, and 4 in 38 minutes. Chet Holmgren, 14, 8, and 1. Isaiah Hartenstein, 15, 7, and 2. SGA, 13, 6, and 7. And Lugens Dort, 12, 3, and 1. Alex Caruso also gave him 13, 4, and 2 off the bench, though. Shout out to Alex Caruso, the OG of the squad right now. That's so Nikola Jokic dominated as far as points on the floor. And then Jamal Murray is right behind with 28 points, but SGA had 31. So those were the top 3 scores of the entire game. Nobody else on OKC even scored in 20s. They got double digits. They had, 6 players in double digits? OKC? I mean, all of that mattered, man, because, I mean, that's what it means. The box score means nothing, but that fourth quarter makes the difference, especially if you're going to keep the game close through all the quarters. You're going to keep it close? Were they in Denver? Let me see. Ain't no way, fam. Ain't no way, fam. No, they were in OKC. Man. But Denver, y'all could have stole that. Y'all could have stole that. Y'all needed that. That way y'all could have came back to Denver and ended this series. But, hey, I want Denver to win. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. Don't get it twisted. Not a Denver fan. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. I appreciated Denver when they won back in, 22, 23, whenever that was. I appreciated Denver. I like that squad then. I gave them all the respect. I like that. But right now, they got my favorite player currently in the league, Russell Westbrook. And I want my dog to get a ring. And I believe I heard Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon say, I want my dog Russ to get a ring too. Oh, when I heard that, I say, it's on, bro. They playing for each other. Let's go. Let's go. But anyway, just wanted to speak on the Thunder and Nuggets series. Thunder now leads 3-2. That series will go to Game 6. That'll be tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Now, moving forward, we already gave our predictions for the Knicks, Celtics. Just basically talking about the Warriors and Thunder. The Warriors and the Timberwolves now. Warriors and the Timberwolves expected to play tonight as well. What I will say about that series, it's been interesting. It's very unfortunate that Steph Curry ain't playing. A lot of us fans are saying we already know it's robbing us of a good Steph Curry versus Anthony Edwards matchup, which is what we really wanted. Really wanted that Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry matchup for real, but it is what it is. That's tonight, 9:30. Minnesota got the lead 3-1. And they are playing in Minnesota tonight, by the way. Looks like Timberwolves are going to more than likely end this. They're going to more than likely end this show tonight. They're going to end the series tonight in Minnesota, Target Center. Unless Steph Curry steps in and play. And I don't see that happening. I mean, I ain't going to say I don't see that happening because this is an elimination game. And Steph Curry ain't got too much longer. Just like LeBron don't got too much longer. A lot of these players that we used to, they got 2, maybe 3 seasons left. And I really think after this season, maybe 2. Maybe 2. Some players it might be a farewell season next year between KD, Steph, and LeBron, or it might be the year after for sure. That's what I'm really thinking. So, with that being said, I would love to see Steph out there enjoying himself, fighting for another championship. I want Steph to get 5. I need Steph to get more than LeBron. I'm going to need that. That's what I ultimately want. I want Steph to get more than 5, so when people speak of the LeBron era, you can never step on Steph Curry's toes. And be like, how was he the greatest if he got more championships in that span? I'm just saying. So, Steph Curry, man, wishing him a speedy recovery. I have no news. No news on Steph Curry. Steph Curry is out tomorrow for Game 5 in Minnesota. Yep. According to Anthony Slater. Man, that's unfortunate, man. Steph Curry's still out. Yeah, man. Steph Curry is out for Game 5 in Minnesota. The Warriors officially face elimination without their star guard. Oh, man. Steph Curry, bro. Wish him a speedy recovery. Whether he comes back for this season or not. Or this series or not. But Anthony Edwards, it might be his time. So then when Anthony Edwards go, it's the Timberwolves versus the Thunder. That's going to be a series. I think them young boys in OKC gonna be a problem against the Timberwolves, but I really want Anthony Edwards to go to the finals, bro. I want Anthony Edwards to go to the finals, and I want him to win. I got Minnesota winning the whole thing. Pause. I got Minnesota winning the whole thing. That's my favorite to win as of right now. I want Anthony Edwards to get a ring. He's a young dog. I want him to show that he's the real face of the NBA, even though he claims he don't want to be. And that might be true. He probably don't want to be the face. But at the same time, I appreciate it. I appreciate his game. I appreciate the dog. I appreciate the entertainment that he brings. So, we got some good games going on tonight. As the series starts to dwindle down, we're going to start seeing less games a lot less frequently. Or games a lot less frequently, I should say. So, and that's unfortunate because we went from seeing like 4 games a day to 3 games a day to 2 games a day. Then it's going to be 1 game a day. Then it's going to be 1 game every other day. And that's going to be pretty much the finals going into the summer. So, I don't know. I just wanted to speak on that, man. Get my quick updates. We haven't had the opportunity to do a clear stream on YouTube in a long time. So, I had to clear some stuff up. We're going to be upgrading equipment, lighting, and all that very soon. But I appreciate you. If you are in the live chat watching this live, let me know what you think. Your predictions for the NBA Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, and your overall prediction for the champion of 2024-2025. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, so we ain't about to have no phone lines. But other than that, appreciate you for kicking with KCMC. Excuse my green screen, as we just need better lighting. We're going to fix all that. Don't worry about that. But appreciate you for kicking with KCMC. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And we're going to be doing this again very, very soon. Probably a little bit later on today. A little bit later on in the afternoon / evening, we're going to go live again and talk about these games. Hey, man, thanks again. You kicking it with KCMC. We out from the stands of a sports fan, baby.